Hi everyone, so I'm back with part 2 of week 35, and this is the design F for this one because obviously we was away. I had a load of photos that I wanted to include. I tried to include a picture of every day or something of significance, basically, of what we did whilst we were away. So our trip sort of started on the Tuesday when we went over to Leeds. We stayed in a lovely hotel called the Queen's Hotel right by, it's actually on the station. And obviously we had that booked because we were due to take a very, very early train, the 6 a.m. train from Leeds station. So we wanted to try and we went to the hotel as close as we possibly could so we didn't have to get up any earlier than we already had to. So we actually ended up staying at the Queen's, which is nice. In all honesty, between this hotel and one of the cheapest hotels, there was only about £20-30 in it. So it was like, right, well, we'll do it. So it was absolutely amazing to stay there. It was a really lovely hotel. It's very posh. But we actually got more time in it because obviously normally we would have had to leave at like 5 o'clock in the morning. But because our flight wasn't until 4, we could actually laze in and, not have to rush around in the morning. So we got more time there as well. So that worked out for the better. So the 6x4, the only 6x4, I'm going to fill that with this cut apart. And I love this one. It says adventures, big or small. I love them all. Because obviously this was a very short trip. I was only away for, 3 nights in Poland. So it wasn't a long trip at all. And because our flights were quite late sort of thing, we don't have like the first day or anything. So we only had 2 full days in Poland. So I wanted to include a picture, obviously, with the Queens. When I do my full travel album, I've got a lot more photos and things that will all go in. But obviously I can't put them all in for Project Life. So I will be doing a full travel album on this trip to Wrocław in Poland. You just have to bear with me because I've only just started my 2023 travel albums. And one of them includes Canada, which obviously was a very big trip with over 500 photos. So that's going to take me a while, but I've got 3 more albums to do before then. Anyway, so I'm going to pick some of my 3x4 cards. One of them is the travel is always a great idea. I'm going to put that next to the picture of the reception area of the Queen's. I do keep myself a little label that I'm going to write the Queen's on there because obviously I wanted to remember that was the Queen's Hotel. And then the cut apart that's going to go underneath. I love this one. It says let's go here, there and everywhere. And it's on the back of a map with a geotag. And then the first photo is just a picture of me in the city square in Wrocław, like the main city square. And that's the houses that I was on about in my previous layout. They look exactly like the title card that I used. Just these lovely sort of townhouses, but they're all multicoloured and all these lovely windows and everything. So I really like that photo. It's just me standing by the lamppost with some flowers. We went like end of August. We never really go away in August because 1, it's very expensive, and 2, it's like our time off. In July and August, we don't really tend to go away. If we do, it's only a week or we've managed to get a good deal, but we do try and avoid July and August because we don't have kids. I don't want to take a holiday away from people that need school holidays off or anything like that. So we tend to have a break in school holidays so that all the parents can go away and get their kids away and stuff like that. But, we can go anytime at the moment. So then the next cut apart is just a little tag one. It's got some space for some journaling, so I'm going to use that to write a little bit about our trip to Wrocław. Some of the little stickers I'm using, ones are like little postage stamps that says let's go travel. There's a little map that I'm going to use here because one of the main things, and pretty much took up a whole trip, was in Wrocław. They have these little dwarfs, and there's like 400 of them, I think, over the city. But there's a map you can buy from the tourist shops, and it has 150 in there. Plus, obviously, when you're walking around, there's even more. But Joe became obsessed with it, and he loves these sort of things. So he was always getting this map out and looking at which ones we had to go and collect. And we did collect them all, which was very satisfying. But that little map just reminded me of that. So I stuck that in the bottom with a little Wanderlust sticker and a geotag. And then the photo that's going to go underneath is a picture of the famous lamp lighter. So Wrocław is one of the only places in the world now that still light their lamps, like gas lamps. And this guy goes around in like a black cape and hat every evening and lights all these lamps, which was really cool. So everyone sort of like stalks him to try and get photos of him because he doesn't make an announcement or anything like that. He just starts walking and starts doing it every day. So we hung around a long time to try and find this man, and we finally found him. We watched him flick a few lights on, and it was fun. Yeah, it was really fun. So that's something very unique to Wrocław in Poland. Then the next cut apart says collect moments, not things. Memories are moments, which I love those. And then the last photo is just a picture of my chimney cake. I love chimney cakes. They're very well known in like Eastern Europe, and I always get one when I'm over that side of the world because I just love them. It's just a very basic sort of cake with sugar, but obviously they've expanded now and they put ice cream and all sorts in there, so it was amazing. It had chocolate, whipped ice cream, strawberries and chocolate sauce, and it was just, yeah, it was so good. But I love that because it's got also in the background, it says life's too short to eat bad cakes. So I love that photo. So yeah, and then the last cut apart says take all the pictures so that you can treasure all the memories. So I love all these cut aparts. I was so happy to start using this collection. I love using travel collections. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this very quick preview of my trip to Poland. Very, very quick compared to my travel album that will hopefully be coming at some point in the future. But until then, this at least gives you a bit of a snippet. So thank you very much, and I'll be back with week 36 shortly. Thank you much. Bye.